The time has finally come for Saab content on Saab Boys YouTube channel. I am so excited to get this thing back on the road. I was replacing the rear lower control arms, lateral links if you will. I've got this entire hub removed to install rear coilovers, and this through bolt is completely rusted to the inner cylinders on the lateral link bushings. So I got this actual arm is back here. So according to some forum posts I read, the Subaru dealership way of dealing with this stuck bolt is to cut it down the middle with a torch and then drive both sides out one at a time with a hammer and chisel. So I'm hoping I can avoid that. That sounds kind of like a lot of work. So I'm gonna try cutting this side off of the bolt and see if I can pull it out this end and then just buy a new bolt from Subaru, because this thing has been sitting for too long. So get the Saab back together.
Hours later.
I really am not enjoying this. My shoulder hurts and the blade just keeps getting stuck. But I also don't know what else to do. So here we go again. We did it! Oh, look at that. This is the moment of truth. I'm gonna put an impact on the end of this bolt and hopefully, after 2 weeks of me soaking this in PB Blaster, it should somehow come loose and I don't have to cry anymore. Just for good measure.
Hours later.
It's finally moving. I just broke it free. I don't know if I'm gonna have to cut it again, but we'll see. Oh, it's coming right out. Look at that. That is amazing. It even broke free from this other bearing. How is that even possible? Now I wish I didn't cut it. I could have saved it. I still have to do the other side. So there's a long ways to go. So it started getting stuck towards the end here again. And there she goes. Finally. I need the lower lateral link bolt for the rear suspension that goes through the wheel hub.
Okay, I do have that bolt in stock. It's $43.95 and then the nut is $12.81.
Okay. Have a good one. What? That guy really just said the bolt I just cut, a $43 bolt. Okay. That's whack. Well, as you can probably tell by the way that I'm jacking up my parts car, I'm not about to drop over $100 on 2 pieces of hardware. So I'm gonna hope that my Kansas parts car is not nearly as rusted together as my Minnesota GD chassis is. Playing a little bit of a game, wasting a lot of time. Don't even know if this is gonna work. Seems to be a really common problem online. There's a lot of information and videos about dealing with this, and none of it's pretty. We'll have to see if I get lucky. If you haven't seen this car before, you probably don't follow my Instagram because I haven't posted it on YouTube before. The manual transmission is in the Saab and the short block is in my sister's Legacy. I don't even know if this is gonna work. After breaking the nut loose, the bolt is actually spinning. So 200,000 miles of road salt in Minnesota does terrible things to your car. So the stupid bolt is out. It actually came out. I'm gonna clean this thing up and I'm gonna coat everything with anti-seize, put the new lateral links in. This thing's just gonna be chilling on the strut. The wheel's probably gonna stick out funny, but it doesn't really need to go anywhere anyways, so. I've got the bolt mostly completely cleaned up. I'm gonna coat it with anti-seize before I reinstall it. So I have this box full of rear lateral links for this car. I bought all of these about 2 years ago, and they're finally going into the car, and it's about time. I'm really excited. This is the last suspension components change that I need, and then everything on this car will feel like new again. So this is the rearmost one. It has the sway bar end link connector, just like that one over there, but I believe this is for the opposite side. So this should be the correct one. The front link doesn't have any connector, and the one that was on my car is actually an aluminum one, which I believe came with either the WRXs or STIs of this model year. I'm not sure if this got swapped in or if the 92X came with both aluminums in the rear and that one got swapped in, but either way, I have one mismatch one, and I'm kind of tempted to push the bushings out of these steel ones into these ones because there's a big weight difference. They look the same. Yeah.
3 hours later.
So the bushing tolerances with the aluminum arm were different, so it looks like we're gonna have to go with the heavy steel arms, which... What are you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Used coilovers I picked up for a decent price. I'm not expecting the world of them, but I am expecting a lower car. I'm really excited to finally put these in and see how it changes how this thing handles. Ooh! My homemade bushing replacement is finally going into the car. I did paint this whole thing just a gray color that I had laying around just because it was pretty rusty, and I mean, I already had it out. So I'm planning on tightening down this bolt and then installing it on the unibody up here, reattaching all of these lines, ABS wire and emergency brake, and then I should be able to put back the top camber bolt, and then I need to attach the rear trailing arms to the rear subframe, and then this side will mostly be done, finally.